agree very much that representative democracy in this country, I think, died a long time ago. I think what happened is big corporations got in. They quit representing the people and they started representing, big money, big business. So when we talk about representative democracy in this country, we're kind of fooling ourselves in an Orwellian sense. We're kind of playing games with words like that. So the solution, I agree, I think, is direct democracy. I think we need to get rid of the Democrats and the Republicans. I think they're both, in some senses in it together. I think the Republicans are professional liars, and I think the Democrats are spineless. I think the very idea of having a compromise or bipartisanship with the Republicans is kind of ludicrous because the Republicans are completely out for blood. I mean, they're they're liars, they're thieves, they have absolutely no integrity or no ethics whatsoever about doing whatever it takes to just take Obama or the Dems down. They're not interested in compromise. In order to have a meaningful compromise, you have to have people who are meaningfully interested in compromising, and the Republicans just aren't. So when the Dems say, "Oh well, we're looking for bipartisanship," that's just ludicrous. It's silly. What they're really saying is we're playing the game of supposedly representing the people, but what we're really doing is we're utilizing that as an excuse to just go ahead and go along with the rest of big business, the big business interests, the lobbies. 76% of the people want a public option or universal single payer, and you know that should be enough right there. I think there really is no question what the people want, and there really is no question who's on whose side, i.e., the the health industry, so to speak, the insurance companies. They're just making money for themselves. Universal single payer would cost a tenth, a tiny fraction of what the health insurance companies are now charging people. And all they do is charge people and make money. People are not getting healthcare, so we're paying for healthcare we aren't getting, while evil rich people continue to make money off of our suffering, and somehow we're supposed to find a compromise or a middle solution with those people. It's just silly. What we really need to do is we need to face the fact that the whole idea in the very first place of consumerizing healthcare consumerizes people. It basically makes people up for sale, and we don't want to have people up for sale. So that's why a just government, an evolved government, a modern government, um, has social services. Which that's what a government does. It provides services. That otherwise, what is a government good for? Which um, solve the social issues or take care of the social issues of the time. So, we have Medicare, we have public education, we have these assorted social programs, and that's what government is for, and that's what government should do. The whole idea in the very first place that we should ever have had private enterprise involved in health insurance, it was always silly. It was always bizarre. It was always outlandish, and it was always a scam on the American people for evil rich people to make money off of human suffering. So, what we need to do is we need to face the lies. We need to not let the Republicans get away with this, and we also need to hold the Dems accountable. We need to tell them, I mean, really got one chance at this, Obama and company, and if you failed, you know, you're not going to get reelected. I think the American people have about had it with the the two party, you know, Orwellian single party oligarchy, and we're just getting fed up. And I think what's going to happen if the Dems don't get what the program is, we're going to get a third party, and I think that's pretty much what's kind of happening or what's going to go on at NI4D at the issues site, NI4D issues or issues NI4D, where we're writing our own laws. we're solving problems in a real way instead of a fake way. I think that it's really becoming painfully obvious that Obama and Congress are a bunch of ignorant lawyers. They don't know anything about anything. They don't know anything about economics. They don't know anything about healthcare. They don't know anything about anything. They're just utterly ignorant. So, what we really need to do, the solution to our problem is we need to go ahead and kick them out. We need to get rid of them. And I think that's very needful. I think we need to kind of flush the system of the idiots and the ignorant and the people who are just in it for money. I think Obama's really dedicated mostly to kind of being a wishy-washy middle guy. He's kind of like, well, let's compromise. It's just not going to work. It's just kind of silly to imagine that that could ever happen, really. I mean, how can you compromise with Republicans when Republicans are out for blood? It's ludicrous. So what we need to do is we need to start writing our own laws. We need to start applying direct democracy. We need to have an internet revolution where the people take back control and back power of their government. And that's what the wiki is about. And so what I'm hoping is that people can start, instead of just talking about direct democracy or saying, well, maybe that's the solution, I think we should begin to act right now, right here and right now, as if we had that power, and begin solving the problems together and begin working on real solutions and begin educating people. I mean, the problem with the Dems is they're just so ignorant. They have no clue. They just, even though they may be a little bit well-intentioned here and there, they just don't know what they're doing. They're just, so the only way to solve that problem is to actually bring the useful and right and factual information to the attention of the Dems and the general public. And I think that's something that the wiki is, very well set to do. I think vlogging is a great idea, and I certainly intend to vlog a lot more. But ultimately, I think what we really need is a sort of textual interface for vlogging, which is what the wiki sort of offers us as an opportunity. So we can begin to hunt down the facts, look at the science, shoot down all the lies and the misinformation and the BS that the Republican Party puts forth, and actually really begin solving problems. So that's what I'd like to see us do, and I think you're basically right in most of what you said there, and thank you for having a good video to respond to. So awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.